I'm on my way to the BMW PGA Championship, finding out all of the sustainability initiatives that are taking place, and I'm going to be speaking to some really interesting people about it. So I don't know exactly all the intricacies of what's been happening behind the scenes, but I do know that a lot has been going on. And one thing that I'm actually really impressed by is the collaboration between BMW and the DP World Tour to make this the greenest BMW PGA Championship there has ever been. Look at the grandstands. Everything just looks amazing. I'm here at the Championship Village and it is looking spectacular. We're going to go and have a little look and see what there is. We've got live shows, Jack's Jones on Saturday, Race Light on Sunday. There's these nifty little water refill stations that you can fill them up. Well, that was terrible. There's so many different things being done this week, but there is something I did really want to explore and talk about, and that's the story behind the incredible infrastructure that is set up. I'm going to speak to someone very special to find out more. Dominique, thank you so much for joining me. You are the women to talk to about sustainability here. Could you give us like a real live example of something that is happening here that you guys have been working on?
Yes, so you see this huge structure over here. We have seamstresses and designers who upcycle this material into bags and pencil cases. And I mean, we've been working with DP World Tour for a long time now, and the benefits that long-term partnerships have mean that we can look at reusing things next year and the year after and the year after, which really brings costs down, as well as thinking about that second life for all the products that we have. That's basically what we're trying to do more of.
We've looked at the structures and how they're sustainable, but now it's really important that we look at power. And I want to go find out exactly where it's coming from and what we're doing to be sustainable there too. Daryl, you are the Operations Director at DP World Tour and you've had a huge impact here in terms of sustainability.
We've been working with the team over the past few years to try and develop the event to make it as sustainable as we possibly can. The fuel aspect, historically, it's always been through diesel. We've now invested heavily in terms of biofuel. That biofuel allows us to reduce the emissions from our generators by almost 90%. One of the other areas we're certainly looking at is also the use of our courtesy car fleet. A big percentage of it is electric vehicles. They're all charged on site and strategically set up so they draw off the national grid rather than having temporary infrastructure delivered to site for them.
I think it's amazing all of these conversations are being had and actually seeing all of the benefits of having it at an event. So nice to have a moment to just sit, take in everything that I've learnt and just think about it, because this feels like to me just the start of these conversations, and now we're just seeing the action and the impact. I'm super excited for the rest of the week, so I will see you there as we'll find out more. I'm just out here watching some golf. Course here at Wentworth is looking absolutely exceptional. However, I know there's so much more going on in and around the sustainability initiative that they've got going on. So one thing I want to do is go and speak to some very important people and kind of get into the nitty-gritty of exactly what they are doing. Stefan, thank you so much for chatting to me today. What does sustainability actually mean to you? Because it's a bit of a buzzword and I think a lot of people maybe don't necessarily understand it.
It's not just a buzzword, I think it is here to stay. Working with the DP World Tour, it's key that we're taking a forefront in that sort of being industry leaders as opposed to being caught behind the times, as it were.
So maybe you can tell me a little bit more about some of the things you and your team are doing from a sustainability perspective.
We're trying to reintroduce some of the heathland species that have been lost over time, really sort of taking things back to a more natural feel. This includes areas such as these log piles behind us. If a tree fell over on the golf course in the past, we would chainsaw them away, clear them out of sight. Whereas now we're in a position where we can leave them, having an area where they can be homes for insects, which then in turn gives food to birds, which then can create a whole different type of habitat for wildlife.
Stefan, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about this garden and all of your work here on the course. It's amazing. I feel like I can really see what Stefan was talking about. You mean, you've got the perfectly manicured golf course over there, and then we've got this beautiful wildlife heather, kind of just left to flourish in its natural environment. And I don't know, it just looks spectacular. I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing what they're doing here. Right, let's head to the clubhouse because there is someone very interesting I need to chat to. Jonathan, you founded the GEO. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that is?
It's a non-profit dedicated to advancing sustainability in golf. Wentworth for a long time have been committed to this, particularly on the greenkeeping and the estate management side.
How cool is that? They're playing on a GEO certified course.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
It's good. DP World Tour have said we want to play at venues that are delivering to really high sustainability standards, and they're using that geo-certified standard as the sort of benchmark for that. There's all sorts of great stuff that golf can do. Cleaner transport, biofuels, a lot of materials this week going to local charities, going into school playgrounds, so being reused and recycled. It's so powerful.
Definitely.
And if sport can be really inspiring in society, and sport can do sustainability, that's a big part of what we all need to do to move our awareness forward, but sport helps bring it to life.
I've absolutely loved learning about the sustainability of the golf course, but now I feel like it's really important we learn about the future sustainability of tournaments. Ed Sanderson, founder of Ocean Tea. Can you tell us a little about what you do and the company as a whole?
Yeah, so Ocean Tea is a brand all about sustainability in golf. Golf as a sport has a major opportunity to lead the way within the sporting industry. We had the idea for the brand, and then the products came after that. The tea was a perfect product for us to launch. We're doing bottles where we've created some upcycled marine waste pin flags and caddy bibs that will be used in future tournaments, which will be great. Every tournament we'll be doing something different, something interesting. But my whole aim really here is just to create excitement and showcase golf as the market leader when it comes to sustainability in sport.
I think that's so amazing, honestly. It's so nice to see people doing good in the world. It's honestly really impressive what they're doing at Wentworth, and it's so nice to go behind the scenes and really understand the story, to understand what they're doing to enhance wildlife, and, you know, be passionate about something that is really meaningful and really important to the world and the future. I'm going on a little detour this morning before we head to the course because I want to have a look at the farm where a lot of the food that you and I will be eating at the BMW PGA Championship is sourced. This is Farmer Tom.
Nice to meet you.
You are a part of something really, really special. Do you want to explain a little bit about what you have created?
So we have created the Garden Army, which is a care farm in West Sussex. The entire 3 acres here is run by volunteers and people suffering with their mental health and wellness needs. They come here and they help us grow amazing fruit and veg for these big events.
I have so many questions to ask you, but maybe we can have a little walk and talk whilst we have a little explore.
So this is where we bring a lot of the food waste from all the different events.
So that heap
will rot down and then be back out in the field in about 9 weeks.
Show me more, tell me more.
Let's go in the field and I'll show you the plots.
I'm really intrigued how this even works with the BMW PGA Championship. Who are 1711?
They are the food provider. The 1711 team come to us and we talk about what they want to put on the menu, and then I talk about what we can grow in the season and things, and then we start growing it. It's as simple as that.
So everything that they're going to cook and make for the event, you grow everything that they've requested?
Within reason. Sometimes there's some exotic stuff we can't grow, but most of the seasonal stuff we can grow here in the UK, we grow here on this plot.
Oh my gosh, exactly. My mind is blown.
There's a lot you can do on a tiny farm.
What are the benefits of having a plot of land like this to source a huge tournament?
For the chefs, it's about flavour. It's harvested here about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's at the event for 8 o'clock.
You do it on the day of?
Of the day off.
Oh my God.
So you can't beat the freshness either. And it's helping the local community and it's benefiting the environment because of the way we grow, educating people on the whole process as well.
I guess you're also only producing what's needed rather than overproducing.
You don't overproduce.
Can I try some of this vegetables? I want to know if you're telling the truth.
Purple carrots.
Wow.
Loads of them for you. That's your dinner tonight.
Thank you. I feel properly one at Earth. One at Earth.
You are now part of the Earth.
I am. This one tastes really earthy. This is quite good. Tom, thank you so much for showing me, us around your farm. It's exceptional what you're doing. I really hope you inspire so many more people to do the same thing because, yeah, this is just wonderful. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Right, I think it's time we head back to the course. I'm just going to pop into the hospitality tent to speak to the man responsible for putting Farmer Tom's produce onto the menus here at the BMW PGA Championship. We're very kindly joined by Jonathan, who's the Managing Director of 1711, and we've just been to see Farmer Tom. Went to see all of his amazing produce, and now it is all here plated up, and you're a man who's been involved.
Indeed, we've been working with Farmer Tom all year. Tom knows all the chefs now love all these little herbs and little salad items, things that have got colour and vibrancy. So he's very big on producing these items for us. And the other thing we're trying to do is reduce our wastage. We work with City Harvest, so any food that we can't use, they can use, because they distribute it all over London to the homeless and different charities.
I love to hear about the cyclicalness, is that a word?
Yeah, we call it sort of full circle, if you like.
It's amazing work. I feel really proud that I've even got to speak to you guys and understand everything you're getting up to. It's incredible. I've really enjoyed this week. It's been so amazing to learn about all of the initiatives in place. This is just the start for something better, for a greener future, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.